Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. How are you? I'll wait for you guys to get in here today. Did you get your morning drink? It is a beautiful, sunny day in California. I'm looking at some clear skies. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Wow. It's going to be a hot one. It's already 78 degrees. It's 10:30 in the morning. It's probably going to kick up to about 8-ish something. May get up to 90. I don't know. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the conversation. How are you? Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. We're going to get it in today. We're going to talk about something kind of cool. Something very subjective. Well, could be very subjective. We seem to make it very... a lot of the times we put our focus on the outer aspect of it. But could its power really be generated from the inner? And in what ways? This is going to be a really interactive conversation we're going to have today. I want you to talk to me. Of course, I'm going to talk to you. And we're going to help each other to become more beautiful. Good morning, y'all. How are you? I'm doing good. Hey, Shamika. Hey, Charles. How y'all doing? Bless up. Thank you, honey. Thank you for that beautiful welcome. How's everybody doing? Hey, now, Shamika, you getting me hyped, girl. You are getting me hyped. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to the conversation. We're going to talk about beauty today and the subjectiveness of beauty. What makes us beautiful? Hey, Tanya. Good morning, Spencer. What really makes us beautiful, and can we enhance what makes us beautiful? Where does it come from? And depending on what's going on the inside, will it make you more beautiful on the outside? A lot of us have been equating beauty to the aesthetics, and understandably so. We come from a society that roots our attention and focus a lot on the outer. Right? What do we need to do to get younger? What kind of cream do you need? What kind of thigh shrinker do you want? What kind of body shaping do you... Everything is it's very aesthetic. It's very outer referred. But if we go into the inside, because some of us, let's keep it 100, based on what they project as the standard of beauty, some of us will never measure up to that. Never. You're supposed to have a certain kind of round face. You're supposed to have a certain amount of distance between your nose and your lips. I was like, wow, there's a science to this? Like, whoa, right? So based on what they say the science is of what the standard of beauty is, some of us will never measure up to that. God did not make us that way. Obviously intended, right? But do we give ourselves the opportunity to embrace that about ourselves? Or are we so distracted and consumed with what they're telling us we need to be that we forget what actually makes us beautiful? Let's talk about it today. Before I get started, let me say what's up. Let me see what everybody is saying. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. Did you get your morning drink? You can enhance beauty spiritually. Come on, Shamika. We're going to get into it. Martell says within. Spencer says being more like you is definitely beauty in every way possible. Come on, speak on uniqueness. We're going to talk about that this morning. Beauty starts with what's rooted within you. Good morning, everybody. Not always surgically. Shoot, don't have to be surgically at all, but it could be. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, ain't that the truth? Hey, Priska, it's spiritual meditation transforms. Yes, there are certain things that we can do. There are certain routines we can get into. There are certain practices that if we do this on a regular basis, we can tap into what makes us beautiful. Who doesn't want to know what that is? Right? Okay, let me get my morning drink. Shamika says, don't get me started. Okay? So listen, I want you guys to tell me in the comments what you've already been doing, but I want more people to chime in. I want us to do this together. Let's get more beautiful together. What does everybody who's listening to this chat right now think makes us beautiful? Where does beauty really come from? And it doesn't have to always be the inside. You can talk about the aesthetics of it. Let's keep it 100. Throw it all in the pot, baby. And let's see what we come up with. What really makes us beautiful? What do you think that is? I want to see some of your answers. I'm going to read it. And then I'm going to throw in my first suggestion, my first thought, and then we'll toss that around and we'll see what else is on the table. And I'll throw in another thought and we'll toss that around and see what's on the table. Okay. Yes, I do remember you, Roger. So I'm waiting for some of these answers to kick in. What makes us beautiful? And while you're putting those in, I'll go ahead and put mine in. So one of the things that was highlighted already in this talk is that being unique can make you beautiful. Have you noticed that when someone is just being authentically who they are, that's attractive? It's attractive to own who you are. One of the things one of my buddies used to tell me back in the day, and this was just to get me to just step up and be more of who I was, be in my power. He would like, Ro, you have to stand in your name. You got to stand in your name. You got to be who you are. And that's kind of what I think that's what beauty is about. It's about standing in your name, owning exactly who you are, where you are, with all of your choices, with all of what makes you you, with all of your layers, la, la, la. Do you notice that when someone is being uniquely who they are, authentically who they are, and they're confident in that? Because there's a certain confidence that comes with just being yourself. It's like, take it or leave it. You know what I mean? Some people may not have the attitude of take it or leave it, but they may say, you know, this is just who I am. But they own it, and they sit in it, and they get comfortable in it. And that's what they rock on a regular basis. That's attractive. I mean, there are some people that are walking around bagging some of the flyest people you see, and you're like, how did they end up with them? But then once you find out what's cracking on the inside, you're like, oh, he's fly. Oh, he's, the way he thinks, or his confidence level, or, how he handles himself in life, or whatever those things are, those traits inner. That's what grabbed that person. I mean, let's talk about one of the more famous ideas of this. Jay-Z. A lot of people, the natural, normal rhetoric from a lot of people is that he wasn't that attractive. He's not that attractive of a guy. That's what some people might say. And then they're saying, but how did he grab what some people feel is a very, very beautiful woman, Beyonce? It's what he has going on the inside that's doing it. The swagger he has, that's not aesthetic. You can turn it into something aesthetic with your clothes, but that's really an attitude, right? His level of confidence, he's a boss. That's attractive to people. So enhancing some of these things about yourself, owning who you are, standing in your name, as I mentioned earlier, this is something that can make us very attractive. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. We're talking about what makes us beautiful and how we can enhance beauty in our lives. Ashley says it lies in the spirit and heart. External beauty is whatever attracts the eyes of those watching. Let's see. Thank you, Ashley. True. Letting your truth shine through your works. Like that, Leslie. Yes. It starts from the inside. Feeling self-worth. Yes. And then you can focus on the outside. Jakeem says the qualities of a person makes them beautiful to me. What you do and how you think. Yes. Right? Beverly, welcome to the conversation. Charles says spirit and personality. You said personal. You can't be physically beautiful, but a stank attitude will make you ugly to me. Hello. I know some really attractive people that got very unattractive to me based on their attitude. Very interesting. Beverly says, yes, amen. Priska says, I believe it starts with inside, with having a peace. Nice. On the inside, that the outside really can't define you. When I have that peace inside, that I am free and all right, I just feel okay being me. I find people respond or find themselves unknowingly fascinated by it. Very cool response. Leslie says, about the outside, if you're being you, it'll shine through. Truth. Priska says, if they don't, that's okay too. Hello, make it okay. We ain't gonna be beautiful to everybody. To some people, we're gonna be ugly. I mean, you know what I mean? But what we want to do is own who we are and let what we came here with shine and show up, because it's here purposefully, or wouldn't be, right? Okay. Martell says, I believe my genuine love and my heart being in the right place makes me a beautiful man. However, I don't claim to be perfect. I think I'm pretty nice to look at on the outside as well. Speak on it. Remote Ramala, hey, happy Monday. Hey, Lena, speaking of beauty, you beauty expert, integrity is beauty. Ooh, love that, Ramala. Everett, welcome to the conversation, too. Love these answers. Yes, a lot of the qualities that you guys are bringing up are crucial, right? When it comes to people really, you being attractive to other people and what makes people shine, what makes people show up in life. Sometimes you can have all the aesthetics in the world and you're still not that attractive if the inside ain't right. Here's another thing that can make us beautiful: taking care of ourselves mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Right? We're just talking about that. If you got a stank attitude, it can make you very unattractive. And that could turn off anybody. You might be really cute, and then somebody hears how you view the world, or how you talk about other people, or how you gossip on a regular basis, or whatever those things are, and they may say, I don't want that kind of person in my life. And it takes away from the aesthetic beauty, the outer beauty. So outer beauty is not going to, and usually the outer beauty pulls in, but it doesn't hold you down. It doesn't hold the relationship down. What are the factors that's going to keep, or the relationships in your life? It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friendships. It could be work related. It could be whatever. But what are those traits and qualities that keep you attractive? And sometimes if we got negative mental patterns can be very unattractive. You know, healing how you see the world can be attractive. How you speak about other people can be attractive. You never know what somebody's looking for on the inside of you that makes you more beautiful. How you speak about yourself makes you more attractive. You know, spiritually speaking, is there some stuff you need to clean up? Is there some unforgiveness that you're carrying around? That can carry some toxicity with you. And bringing that toxicity around with you can be very unattractive. It can be a repellent, actually. So healing, doing the necessary emotional and spiritual healing is attractive. Isn't that amazing? Like sometimes people think that beauty hangs on something else, but a lot of that is self-healing is attractive. Getting your mindset together, attractive. Having a practice, a spiritual practice, a spiritual foundation, attractive. Being a person of service, attractive. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Let me jump in and see what y'all saying. Welcome to the conversation, everybody. This is Morning Talks with Ro. There is someone for everyone. Being unique makes it possible for finding that special someone. A beautiful chemistry can even make you feel even more beautiful than you realize. Isn't that nice? Let me pause right there, Spencer. Thank you. You know, that's another reason why I think it's crucial for us to be who we really are. Because you might miss the person you're supposed to be connected to trying to be something you're not. The more that we can tap into our authenticity, we will link with our tribe. I believe that. We will connect with the people we're intended to connect with at that point in time in our lives for our personal evolution. But if we're too busy trying to be something else, we're going to miss that opportunity because they can't find us. They can't feel us. They can't feel your authenticity. They can't feel who you really are. If they could feel who you really are, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to be attracted to the right people at the right time in the right way. You know what I mean? Just owning who you are. Just standing in your name. Just saying, you know what? This is who I am. Now let me find a way to embrace more of that and enhance what I currently have. Whether that's spiritually, mentally, physically, taking care of your physical body is attractive. It is. Now, you don't have to be like some Adonis or something. You don't have to be like the next fitness model. But I think that sometimes people thinking that, you know, hey, her taking care of her body, it's attractive to me. I know she cares about life. She honors the temple she came here with. That means she might take better care of things in our life. I don't know, you know. Or just in general, somebody that sees that you care can be attractive. I don't want to, you know, act like that's not a factor. You know, and then by taking care of your physical body, it gives you more energy. Energy is attractive. Isn't it repelling when somebody has low energy, or they're just like you're boring? It's not attractive to be boring. It's not attractive to have low energy. It's attractive when you have passion about life and in life, right? Passion is attractive. Now, we can sometimes be a little over the top, annoying, who knows? We're not talking about that. But just in general, having energy about things, being passionate about something or someone or thought or books or knowledge. Knowledge is attractive. You got more things to add value to a conversation. You're more interesting because you're well-rounded and you have more things to contribute because you know more. Right? Okay, what else are you guys saying? Lena says, hey, Rhona, I totally agree. Beauty shines from within, from inside out. Some of the most beautiful people on the outside are the ugliest inside. True indeed. True beauty comes from your soul. Yes. Rhonda, good morning. Wow, Coach Ro, never thought of healing as attractive. That's powerful, isn't it, baby? Healing is attractive, you guys. Isn't that powerful? It's a subjective thing. But when you heal your heart, isn't that more attractive? When people come around and they got a sweeter heart. When they have depending on how they see life, depending on how they speak about life, depending on how they nurture and support someone, depending on how they are able to nurture and support themselves. Forgiveness, like I mentioned earlier. These are all things that lighten your load and unmuddy your light that you're carrying around. This is what makes us look brighter, feel better to be around. That's attractive. That can be beautiful, actually. Very beautiful. Let's see. It's in the moment and truly letting the light of the person shine. Yes. Service, healed, whole, focused, attractive. Hello, Aisha. Charles Jefferson, cleansing now. Yesterday, cleansing can be attractive. I'll tell you why. Yesterday, I realized that I didn't grieve my brother's death. Wow. Me being the oldest, I had to be strong for my younger siblings. I had a good 15-minute cry. Good for you, honey. And feel so much better. That's healing. I had to let it go. I had to check it in order to fix it. Bless up. How many of you guys are holding on to some unresolved emotions? It can muddy your light you're carrying around. If we were to think of ourselves as lights, the more that we don't heal certain things that are happening in our that have happened in our lives, it kind of puts a blot or a smudge on your light. Think about it like that. And the more you clean it up, the brighter you get. Clean it up. Clean these smudges off. Clean up. Unforgiveness. Clean it up. Healing. Saying I'm sorry. Clean it up. The more you can clean it up, you're unsmudging your light. You're taking all the stuff off of it. You're getting rid of the muck and mire. And it brings out your brilliance. It brings out more of your brightness. Makes you more attractive. Rhonda says, wow, miss the person you're supposed to be to being someone you are not. Mental note pinned. Awesome. Yes. Right? You could be so busy trying to be someone that you're not based on what you think society's telling you to do or whoever's opinion you respect or whatever fear-based thought that's coming from. And all the while you're missing the people you're actually supposed to connect with or that is intended to connect with you because you're not being who you really are. They can't connect to your authenticity. They can't really see you. If we trust that the right people are going to come to us at the right time for our evolution, for our joy, for our growth, for our expansion as a soul. And just by being who you are, watch how life shows up. Watch how life shows up. Watch who shows up. Being who you are, standing in your name. This is attractive because now you're in your power. You're not being something or someone outside of yourself. How do you operate in that? Where is your truth in that? But if you just be who you are, you know how to do that, even if that's fumbling and bumbling. And that could be attractive. You feel me? Okay. Lena says, yes, misery, hatred, and negative energy is definitely not sexy. Yeah, it can be a repellent. Knowledge and humor, attractive, yes. Trey says, that's something I'm working on now. I'm still trying to figure life out and live for my happiness. I used to be the brightest light in the room, and the tribulations I've dealt with in my life dimmed my light. You hear that? So if anybody is in here listening right now, and you know it's time to do some healing, you know you've been carrying around a grudge, that's smudging your light. It is dimming your light. If you know you need to forgive, it's dimming your light. If you know that you're hiding from who you really are, it's dimming your light. If you know that you've got a negative, nasty attitude that really needs some work, it's dimming your light. And it can be a repellent as opposed to making you attractive, as opposed to making you more beautiful. These are the ways you get more beautiful without having to change at all aesthetically. You can look exactly the way you look and get more beautiful unsmudging your light. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro, everybody. Talking about how can we become more beautiful? How do we enhance beauty? How do we bring forth more of what makes us uniquely beautiful? Because that's where your power is, and that's where your real beauty is. Okay. Jordan says, hello, Rhona. I just logged in. Having knowledge, passion, ambitions in life is attractive. Keeps you going. Yes. Trey says, learning how to forgive, let go, and move on. That can make you so beautiful. Learning how to let go. What do you need to let go of? Who's listening that needs to let go of something? Whether it's a old relationship, because that's smudging up your light. Okay? Whether it's an old thought pattern. Maybe you're addicted. Maybe you've just been thinking a certain way that is outdated. And because of that, it is causing more issue in your life. Do you need to revisit that? Let that go. Re-up. Think something different. Learn something new. Tweak a perspective. All this stuff can make you more beautiful. Stretch in how you see something. Accommodate somebody else's feelings. Accommodate somebody else's point of view. Would that make you more beautiful? Are you rigid? Are you too rigid in life? And so that doesn't make you as attractive. I mean, we can be strong in our convictions, but if it's causing rigidity and it's stopping you from being able to relate to others or make room for others and how they think, how they feel, how they roll, is that making you unattractive or less attractive? Is that dimming your light? Is it smudging up your light? All these little tweaks can unsmudge the light, clear it up. People can see more of your authentic you. People can see you're not carrying a lot of baggage emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Makes you lighter energy, feels more inviting possibly, feels more healthy, makes you more attractive, makes you more beautiful. Okay, let's see. Esther says, real powerful. Hey, Esther, good morning. Spencer says, being kind, being sympathetic, being embraceable, being non-judgmental, being positive. All of these narratives will open you up to a very beautiful life. Yes. The more you can take on those types of traits and characteristics, the more beautiful you can become. You imagine if you walked around with just a little bit less judgment, what that would do for your relationships and how you see the world. Just a little bit less. Try it today. I got an experiment for you guys. This could be difficult. We talked about this some weeks ago, but we went the other route. Don't complain. Some of us don't know how much we complain until we focus on not complaining, until you focus on saying, I'm not going to complain today. Oh, wait till you see. You're going to learn so much about yourself when you do that. If you try this experiment, you're probably not going to make it through an hour. Your thoughts, you're going to see how much you judge other people, how much you judge in everything that's happening in life. You're not open to stuff. And that could make you feel unattractive to someone energetically. When we're more open, when we're more free-flowing, when we make room for other people, when we make room for their life experiences, their mistakes, them being a work in progress, us being a work in progress, it can make you more beautiful. You're more attractive. I want to be around people that are more accepting. I want to be around people that make room for me to be me with all my stuff. Makes you more attractive. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Letting go the hurt and anger. Yes. Hey, Chris. Rhonda says, yes, you can feel it. What do you do when someone else tries to change it? That feeling is so strong. Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Rhona. Lena says, unsmudge your life. Love that. Me too. Beverly says, love that standing in your name. God changed my name from Beverly B to Beverly B. I am standing in that name. B in Hebrew means Deborah. She was so powerful. Oh, Beverly means delight. Hey, now. Pete Cruz says, I have to agree. I lost my daughter in 2015. She was 17. Sorry to hear that, Pete. And gun violence played a role. Moving forward in life takes real work ethic. Yes. And growth hurts. Tell the truth. Nonetheless, choice and the ability to, I'm sorry, honey, to choose what we allow and hold on to or not. And I've learned you always have a choice. You're always a choice away to a new chapter. Truth. Choice is powerful. When we remember that we have the power to choose how we think, how we approach life, what we're going to allow life to mean to us, what we're going to say to others, if we're going to exercise more grace, more state of allowance in this moment, that's all a choice. If we're going to fall in line with the status quo, if we're going to go into mob mentality, if we're going to allow ourselves to be influenced by whatever, that's a choice. Maybe not the easiest choice, but it's still a choice, right? So that even equates to our healing, our ability to let go. That's a beautiful takeaway from the passing of your daughter, I think, and just for life in general. Thank you for sharing that, Pete. Landis, don't complain is wonderful. Come on, y'all. I want you to hashtag today. This is our experiment. Everybody who's in this chat, hashtag don't complain. Please come back next week and tell me how you did. Please tell me what you learned about yourself. Because the second you put that challenge on yourself, I think you're going to notice just how much you complain and you probably don't. And quite possibly the attitude, the energy of complaining is a repellent to others. It does not make you more beautiful. It makes you more ugly. It makes you more unattractive as a person, as a human. And being a beautiful and attractive human can make you more aesthetically beautiful to people. You get more cute because you're nice, or you're who you really are. You know, and not you don't always have to be a nice person to be beautiful, but it helps. It helps to have a better attitude than not. It helps to engage at least the 80-20 rule. Maybe 80% of the time you're a pleasant person to be around. I mean, we all going to have our moments where that other part might come out. That's being human. But getting your ratio together could help tremendously. Activate the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, I endeavor to be a pleasant person to be around, at least. Maybe you'll be more. Your percentage will be higher. But at least 80%, endeavor to be a pleasant person to be around. Endeavor to make room for other people to be who they are. That is attractive. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Landis, honestly, complaining people are such a drag to me. Yeah, and they could be super fine, honey. But if you're a complainer, or you got like a nasty attitude, or you carry like a dirty energy with you, I don't want any part of it. You could, there's not enough fine for that for me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Matthew. Ryo, hi. Welcome to the conversation. Good morning, everybody. Don't complain. Tanya Booth, hold me accountable at work, please. Shalay, thank you for calling yourself out, honey. I'm sending love your way. I love to see that you did that. Come on, y'all. Hashtag don't complain. Who's going to take the challenge today? Don't complain today. Don't judge. Complaining is judging. I want you guys just to be aware, because the first step to change is awareness. If you don't even know you're doing it, you won't even know what to change or work on or tweak. So take the challenge. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. It's just a day. Don't complain. And see what comes up. All right. Focus. Lynette says, focus on who God designed you to be. Work in your gifts. Things that instinctively make you happy or motivate that makes you beautiful and magnetic. Come on, speak on it. Brian says, don't complain. He's in, baby. Philip says, you're right. Beverly says, don't complain. She's in, baby. Put it in my native tongue. Okay? Speak. Yes, Brian. Amen, Lynetta. Hey, Valencia, welcome to the conversation. Get your ratio together. Hello. Don't complain. Come on, Esther. Who's in? Don't complain. Try it. See what's going on underneath your surface. See how much you're judging, how much you're not making room for somebody else to think the way they think. Be who they really are. Because if you make room for them, you're going to run into more people that are going to make room for you. That's what my experience has been. And that's what a lot of people's experience is. And a lot of times you won't notice the people who aren't making room for you because that's not where your focus is. It's not where your energy is. It makes life a lot better. It really can. Don't complain. Jordan is in. Martel says he's loving this. Awesome. Hey, Ebony, welcome to the conversation, babe. I just want to say, who needs a therapist when you have Coach Ro? Spencer, speak on it. I love it. Priska says, I like this experimenting. I'm checking myself today. Bless up. Don't complain. Hashtag, baby. Free your mind and the rest will follow. What you know about it, Philip? So how's that for a conversation about being beautiful? Right? It does not have to hinge on your aesthetics. It does not have to be so outer referred. A lot of it comes from within. A lot of people can be aesthetically beautiful, and because of their attitude, because of their mindset, because they have not done the healing they need to do from something, become more unattractive. Isn't that interesting? And some people who may not have all the supposed attributes of what make people the standard of beauty or more aesthetically beautiful, but because they have done a lot of self-healing, because they have a really empowered mindset, because they know a lot and they're able to contribute value to conversation, because they take the best care of their physical body with what they do the best they have with what they have, they come across more beautiful. Their confidence is beautiful. Their confidence is attractive. That's how you gain confidence. Do the best you can with who you are. You gain more confidence because you know you're doing your best. I mean, we can only do our best, right? Our best is going to shift. But just keep doing your best. And don't neglect to take care of those quadrants. Take care of that perfect square of life. Mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. You do your best in those areas, you're going to get more beautiful. It's a byproduct. You're going to shine brighter. You're going to feel lighter. More people are going to want to be around you. More people are going to find more about you attractive. Your attraction meter is going to go up. The people that you attract into your life are going to change. Your friendships are going to start shifting. Your work environment starts shifting. Your romantic environment starts shifting. Come on, man, look at this. And this is all something you have control over. The society has no control over the choices you make within that. Mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. We can put our best foot forward in those areas. You have to become more beautiful. You have to shine more brighter when you do that work. If you know you got some unforgiveness inside, work on that. If you know it's time to let go of some things that have you mentally stuck, that have you going back and forth with negative mental chatter, keeping your language all, work on that. That could be a repellent. That could be making you less beautiful. If you know there's some grudges you're holding on to, you're probably walking around with smudges on your light and don't even know it. You're not able to shine as bright. And shiny things are attractive. They're attractive. They catch your eye. Let's see. Before I get out of here. I'm in. I woke up thinking about this actually. Don't complain. Bless up, Landis. A conversation that was well needed. Bless up. Thank you for the feedback, Trey. Leslie, I turned back right in time. Blessings. Ernest says, why complain to people who cannot help the situation, but only open up the doors for them to pass for judgment on you and spread your business? Jorday says, another great chat, Ro, much needed. Thank you for the feedback. Michelle says, amen. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning and for contributing your thoughts and your life experiences to the conversation. It helps us to stretch. I stretch. I grow from every conversation. And I hope that, it seems like everybody is able to take some nuggets of wisdom and things that they can actually practically use and implement in their lives from each of these talks. That's what I want you to be able to do, to take something of value that you can actually use and practice it in your life and enhance your quality of living. Shout out to Morning Talks with Rose. Shout out to your morning drink. I hope everybody got much value from this conversation. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Tarif says, I'm alive and that's what matters. I'm taking care of myself and my family. Beautiful. Hayden, Elijah, anybody? Thank you, Valencia. Anybody who missed this talk, I think it came out pretty good. Go back and check it out. Spread the love if you think somebody can benefit from it. All right? You guys have a great day too.